I want you to predict the results of the following simulation by Robert Wood and Al Bandura. In this simulation, management students, MBA students, were given a complex organizational task: job assignment, strategic decision-making, productivity analysis. You get the picture. Everyone knew this task would be very hard, very challenging. Some people were told, this task measures your basic underlying abilities. Other people were told, management skills are developed through practice, and this task will give you an opportunity to cultivate these skills. Otherwise, everything was exactly the same. So the only difference were the words used to describe the task, not the actual task. What do you think happened in terms of people's performance on this task? The people who were told that the task was an opportunity to develop and cultivate their skills learned more, looked directly at their mistakes, used feedback, altered their strategies, and enjoyed the task more than those who were told that the task assessed their underlying abilities. Why did this happen? It wasn't because some people were more skilled or naturally better managers. They were randomly assigned to conditions. The reason why some people were able to excel is because they adopted a growth mindset, a belief in their own ability to learn and respond in the face of challenge. The other group was given a fixed mindset. According to Carol Dweck, there are two fundamental mindsets that people have when it comes to looking at themselves and others. She calls these fixed and growth mindsets. Notice how they correspond to nature versus nurture leadership. People who have a fixed mindset believe that intelligence, personality, talents, and skills are largely carved in stone and unchangeable. In some situations, this can set oneself up for success or guarantee failure. People with fixed mindsets don't like trying new things because the risk of failure looms large. In contrast, people who have a growth mindset don't see intelligence, personality, talent, and skills as fixed or stable. Rather, they see themselves as having potential. And even more important, they see others as having potential. What are the implications of a growth versus fixed mindset? First, in terms of bouncing back from hardship, people who have a growth mindset are more resilient. Second, in terms of happiness, people with growth mindsets are happier and less depressed. Third, in terms of facing challenge and adversity, people with growth mindsets are more persistent. Let's talk about failure for a moment. Failures are unpleasant, but they grab our attention and focus us to integrate new information. According to post-traumatic growth theory, we should hope for exposure to failure early and often. Indeed, there's a sensitive period for growth in our late teens continuing through our early 30s where we quite simply learn how to fail. Did you know that businesses in Silicon Valley and Wall Street like to hire ex-pro athletes because they can perform, fail, and learn without falling apart? Okay, let's sum up. When it comes to looking at ourselves and others, there are two kinds of mindsets, fixed and growth. As leaders, we can cultivate growth mindsets in our teams by how we describe challenges, as a test of DNA or as an opportunity to learn. Knowing how to fail is a key leadership skill.